What's up, Beardy? You most certainly are first on Twitch, and username taken was first on YouTube, and I'm not sure who was first on stream, but welcome, guys. Glad to have you here. Since you guys are here, bring some luck. Oh well, we got Junie. What's up, Hoozy? I am sore. And I'm not pulling shoe. We gotta do this quickly before the haters roll in. Whew, close one. What's up, Fox? Show me Hwayoung. Yummy. Or Neminus. Oh, I got a green one too. Let's go. Herself the elf. Well, that was largely disappointing, don't you think? Wait, we're just one away. Do I waste some stuff? I think I waste some stuff to get a 4 to 5 star, right? Hang on, let me buy all the Monday stuff. $100 a pop. We'll just get one. We'll go ahead and do that summon. Surely we won't regret it. Up Sinvine. We're gonna get us a Hwayoung right here. You guys wait. Ain't she beautiful? Oh. God, it was a warrior too. It was a warrior. That is a funny looking Hwayoung. Brutal. Totally worth the 150 armbands, don't you think? Hit legend for the first time in arena. Grats, Kutaku. Some free sky stones. Now you know you got the tools and the talent to get Legend 1 banged out. We recommend any given Monday during preseason. Uh-oh, Bennigan's has in the house. Only fat chicks get pulled now. What's up, Bennigan's? Hang on. Let me do some dailies. Oh, that just happened. Why the middle of the list, Smilegate? Why the middle of the list? It's a lot of godmothers. Happy to get Dark Hwa from Coins. She's a good one to have. She's one of those forever units. Very future-proof. Look what the game did to me today. Did to you. What did the game do to you, Beardy? Brother, that's wild. Hey, you know what? After her buffs, man. After her buffs, maybe she'll be a thing. We don't really know until we see how good she is and how hard Xeno messes with her. Never be sad to be tag teamed by 2 Bolognas at once, though. Oops. God damn, I'm sore, guys. So I'm waiting for the ibuprofen to kick in. I went a little crazy today, decided to start P90X. I went in at half power. I didn't go anything crazy or anything, but man, even 50% of that workout's brutal. I found that the warm-up thing where you run in place and then you kick the knees out while you're running in place, I found that motion is a hard fucking no. My body said, no, don't do that again. Not anytime soon. Other than that, it went really well. How long? We gotta wait until freaking Thursday, don't we? Oh, no, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. This is what I made, guys. I made an effectiveness ring with support stats. My recommendation for your second piece is, all things being equal, not knowing anything about your account, there's two paths you can go down. One is basically this ring, except you're going to have, except you're going to have effectiveness in place of ER. And you're making an opener ring, right? You pump both you pump the extra ones into effectiveness, right? You have a 17% effectiveness, 20 speed, and you make a nice opener helm. That will go good on any opener, because most of the units that you want to go stupid fast, that want those 20 speed pieces, they are support units, they are strippers, they are debuffers, they are control units, they push back. So you're going to want the effectiveness and the high speed. This will be good on anything from like Lua to Para to, you know, and all that kind of stuff, right? The other option you can go down is you can make it a speed DPS piece, right? Where instead of HP, defense, and effectiveness, you go with crit chance, crit damage, and attack. Speed DPS pieces are amongst the hardest to get for running very high speed damage dealing units, like anything from Coeric to Coeric, anything from like he sacrificed his best friend's girl, anything from Zahak through Ran, right? Anybody that you want in the 250 to 280 speed. Who's another good one? Operator Sigrid. Spirit, not so much Celine. She gets a really nice push with Storm Sword and all that jazz, but you kind of get the picture, right? Anything you want in that 250 to 300 speed range with high damage. Yeah, if you're going with a speed Strays, that's another good one. Very hard to get perfect stats. You always get attack, crit chance, and then like ER or something that messes up a perfect piece. It's very hard to get that speed DPS piece. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You'll find pieces that are like this, support pieces, are probably going to be more value. Usually the setup is your support unit goes and the damage dealer comes in after, or the support unit bridges the damage dealer. And by bridging, I mean CR pushes them up or pushes the enemy team back, or in some way enables the slower DPS to go second, even though naturally they wouldn't with their speed. So support pieces are typically more value. But if having a speed DPS piece is holding you back, that's really good. Now, weapons and armor, and you're like, well, why not weapons and armor? Yeah, weapons and armor are fine, especially if you've got like 15 pieces of speed gear on your helm and like 2 pieces of speed gear on your armor. That's something you should check. You can go into your gear settings, click on the acquisition tab, right? And look at the set you want to build, probably speed set, unless you're doing something specific, like making your speed Renok pursuit piece. That's completely up to you, but trying to keep it future-proof. I always recommend with perfect gear, you build sets that are good on everything, not sets that are good for 1 or 2 units, because then it makes it real awkward when you build you randomly roll a second piece and you're like, oh, now I got an extra. You'll never run out of uses for speed set. So go into your speed set, and you can take a look at speed and just look at quad speed rolls or higher, right? And the first thing you want to look at your weapons and see how many quad speed weapons you have, and start looking at the pieces, and then look at the helms. And you can click on the acquisition tab, and it should, wait, am I in the wrong spot? Where am I? I'm in the wrong spot. Hang on. Do you do it from here? Is it easier from here? No, I was in the right spot. Hang on, I gotta find where this stupid function is again. Sort by substat. Sort by substat of speed. First. There we go. Okay, so you can look at your speed weapons, right? And you can click on this tab right here, and it'll show you I have 136 speed weapons, but more importantly, you can count 22 speed. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of 20 speed weapons, right? I look at helms, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 helms. And you can do the same thing with armor. And see which one you have the most of, and then you can look at the speed, at the stat layout. And are they DPS pieces or are they support pieces? Most of my shit are support pieces. So speed, DPS, armor would be nice. But the reason I typically, that's helmets. The reason I typically recommend helmets is because helmets can literally have any substat in the game except flat health. And who cares about flat health? Any substat. Armor cannot have percent attack or flat attack. So that's 2 stats that aren't in the pool, making it easier to chase your speed, crit chance, crit damage piece. And then the 4th stat, who cares? Same with weapons. Weapons cannot have defense or flat defense on them, or flat attack for that matter, making it easier to chase the percent attack, crit chance, crit damage pieces that you're looking for your speed DPS units, right? God, that one's really nice. Too bad it rolled kind of low, but that's really nice. So you get what I'm picking up, what I'm laying down is that pound for pound, it's harder to get perfect stats on helms. But if you've got 6 20 speed helms and you've only got 2 20 speed weapons and no 20 speed armor, well, then you do the right thing for your account. But all things being equal, if you can't make the decision, go for a speed helmet. And then you have to decide, do my damage dealer units need more stuff or do my support tier units need more stuff? And then pick the piece that boosts the style of unit you want. And if you just aren't sure, go for support pieces, because damage is transitory, support is eternal. Damage dealers can be CR pushed up, can be bridged. You generally aren't bridging support units. You can bridge DPS units, but the support units need to go first. You don't want to have to bridge your support unit. So I recommend this layout. Again, just changing effect resistance to effectiveness, because your support units are usually debuffers and controllers. And instead of double tapping health, you double tap effectiveness, and you've got a really nice opener piece. So that's my advice on your second piece of gear. Let me know what you guys are building, and I'll catch you in the next one. So I'll turn that into a little jank video at some point in time. But yeah, you got a few days left. What's my fastest piece of gear? 24. I am 0 out of 5, baby. I've got pretty good depth of gear, pretty good depth of speed, but let's see here. I think it is a ring or neck. Yeah, there it is. It's my fastest piece. Is Hwa worth getting from the coin shop? Yes and no. Yes and no. She is a very, very strong unit. Very strong unit. And if you can build her, or if you can build her in the near future, she's definitely worth the pickup. Just be aware that she takes every stat in the game except for effectiveness and effectiveness and effect resistance. She takes every stat in the game. She is probably one of the top 5 hardest units to build in the game. So I strongly recommend you go out and you find yourself another Scorpio warrior in your inventory somewhere, right? It's not that hard. Just sort by warriors and start looking for a Scorpio warrior. Up there's one who is 5-star. There's one. Lone Crescent Bologna. Whatever gear you put on Lone Crescent Bologna, that is the stat line that your Hwayoung will have. So you can actually try it before you buy it. You can see what the gear, you can put the gear on her, and this stat line is what's going to be on your Bologna. And you can see, or what's going to be on your Hwayoung. You can see if you like it. Now, there's a couple of ways to build Bystander Hwayoung. The preferred way is counter set. It is by far and away her best in slot, but it is also the hardest way to do it. Because with counter set, With counter set, you get no stats whatsoever. You're trading the 30% chance to counter in exchange for any stats you would get from speed or destro sets, right? So it makes her harder to build, but that counter is disgusting. So in a perfect world, you build her counter. The stat line you're looking for is 4K 300. 4,000 attack, 300 crit damage. And yeah, you can move one up and the other down. Just use the damage calculator to figure it out. If you can just Google damage calculator epic 7 and try to make sure you're in the same range. Now in a perfect world, even more crit damage would be better. You want to keep the health and the speed proportional. The faster she is, the more fragile she can be because she'll take a turn faster and be able to heal herself up. So if you run her, like I've got her at 140 speed, so I'm getting away with a squishier 18k health Hwa with practically no defense. God, it's hard to get defense on her. If you want to go, say, base speed so you could get the damage, you better stack like 20 to 23k health on her so she can survive long enough that the counters will keep healing her up. Savvy? If you want to go like 15 or 16k, you better have her in like the 170 to 180 speed range so that she can hopefully take a turn and throw a bomb to heal herself up. She has got to have this artifact. If you do not have this artifact, then she's a work in progress for you. You're going to get her, you're going to build her, and you're going to keep her on the shelf until you get this artifact. Can you run her on lifesteal? Yes, you can. But now you're giving up the counter and you still don't get any stats from lifesteal, so you've made the hardest Hwayoung to build. If you can't quite hit the stats, I've had people say, hey, mine's 38 by 280, is that enough? For lower end, should be. If the enemy doesn't have any mitigation, probably. If you soul burn, definitely. But be aware, there are going to be times you're going to drop that S3 and that son of a bitch is going to live with a fraction of health, so try to get her stats up. A way to cheat this is you can go with a destruction build. Anybody got a good destro build they can post in chat? Otherwise, I'll pull one up. Let's see. I think I got one here. Give me a second. Oh, this one's good. So this is my old destro build, Hwayoung. You'll notice she's a lot thinner, she's a lot less tanky, but I built her a lot faster. This is a long ass time ago when I made this Hwayoung. So she is very fragile, but she's going fast. And I did that so I could get her damage up. Now you notice she's not 4K 300, she's 4K 350. She will kill anything she touches. All right, she is a light unit eraser, but she is also very fragile. So I've got to protect her. I know when I would run this version of Hwa, I'd have to hide her behind Bossarunka or protect her with a unit that can raise or stuff her behind some mitigation to help keep her alive. But she worked really well, and when she popped off with authority. Again, look at the gear score line on this gear. Just to get this stat line, you're like, oh, she should have more HP. Where am I going to squeeze more HP into these pieces of gear? She takes your best gear. And a lot of this gear is like zero defect city, crafted gear, crazy kind of gear. So this is the destro build, and you'll also notice her crit chance, and people might be like, but wait, her crit chance is only 91. That's terrible. She's going to miss crits. That's the beauty of Hwa. If you are struggling to build a good Hwa, build one with 85% crit chance. 85%. Can anybody guess why you would build her with 85% crit chance? What is Hwayoung's main purpose in this game? Her entire kink is obliterating light units. When a target is of the light element, increased damage dealt. She eviscerates light units, and when you attack opposite element, you get plus 15% crit chance. So if you build her with 85% crit, she will still have 100% crit versus light units, which is her main thing. You're drafting her because the enemy has lots of light units or has a light unit you need to remove. And then everyone else, so what? Yeah, you have a 15% chance you don't crit that unit, and that can suck, but she probably wasn't killing that unit anyway. You lap around, you kill it the second time. In a perfect world, you definitely want that up there, especially on counter set, because the counters can go into non-light units, and you need that crit chance damage to trigger the Sigurd's Scythe to heal. You can't control where her Divine Vessel sends you, and you want that crit to proc Sigurds and heal. So yeah, in a perfect world, you do want the 100% crit, but I would rather build a 85% crit Hwa that looks like this than a 100% crit Hwa who only has 12k health and is only like 38 by 280. Savvy? Better to build a good one who has a slight flaw in her chance to crit non-lights than to build one that just doesn't work anywhere. And then that's your work in progress. You can see, to go from this Hwa to this Hwa was a several month process. And again, still, even though she doesn't look that great, look at the gear score. Some of the best counter gear on my account. Not a lot of wiggle room to make her better. Hopefully I can get a better ring. Hindsight being 2020, I probably could have zero defected, used the crafting event to make her a better ring, right? Put some, said forget the speed, just put some attack in there and made a nastier one. But hey, you know what? Bygones, it is what it is. So that's my quick tutorial on Bystander Hwayoung. She is a powerhouse unit, and a lot of people who say they can't build her haven't considered the 85% trick, and it doesn't have to be 85, it could be 91, and you slowly start working her up from there. You look at your pieces and you go, oh, 91, let me look. Okay, you know what? I've got the most chance to build this up. That weapon's gonna be kind of hard to replace, but you know what? I look at this helmet. I could probably maybe drop the crit damage and get some crit chance on the helm. Do I really need that 18 speed? There's places you could look and try to start rolling gear and using blue boxes and focusing events on gears to make your Hwa better. And the better she gets, the better she'll perform, the more she'll kill for you. So that's it. If you decide to pick up Hwayoung, she is a high A tier unit. And mind you, when I say A tier unit, there's only like 5 S tier units in the game. She is a high A tier unit. She is a staple unit for almost every high-end player in this game. And because of her ability to absolutely nuke light units, to not be bothered by debuffs, and to use extinction when she has 3s, she is always going to have a place in the game. She's not one of those units that will get power crept away. She'll always be there. So hopefully that helps you guys out in your decision to pull Hot Topic Hwayoung. Wiggle, wiggle the pickle. You got to go to my OnlyFans site for that one, ProCube. Yeah, and do remember, you get 1.2% crit chance more at the end of the month. Everybody's entire fucking accounts are going to get re-geared here in a few days as soon as RTA is over. Ooh. Don't let me down, Fulmina. I got faith in you. You can do it. Beat the Momo land. And Firefly, you guys haven't let me down yet. You made me bank. Firefly made me bank yesterday. Let's go, Firefly. Yeah, Firefly and Chun Fun have been staples for me. But I'm a little worried about Chun going into Critical. Critical is insanely good. So I still gave him my full support vote of a little bit over 100 to show that I was still supporting them, but I didn't go absolutely ham on him because Critical is stupid strong. And Only Ducks got 50 because I think their name is hilarious. Palladia, I didn't put any into because a 1.1 payout is terrible. Again, this is like Mike Tyson fighting guy they pulled out of the audience. And you could bet $10 million and make $10 million in 5 cents. It's just, there's just no value in it. I always look at the odds before I vote. Always betting on the sure thing doesn't always pay well, right? But I did go down and look at Veritas, and they're at 1.3 to 1. That pays 3 times as much as Palladia pays. So I think Veritas and Palladia have about the same chance of winning their fights. So I put it all on Palladia. Hopefully they don't phone it in. And then I just put 50 each in Mechatopius and first. Mechatopius, I hear, is doing that 29 out of 30 thing. I'm not sure if Bat Chest is, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, the payouts are too good not to give them shots, but that's my predictions. And so far, I've been doing pretty good on the predictions. I had a little rough start on day 1, but I only really lost cash to Cataclysm. Day 2, freaking amazing. Only Potato Farm, and I only lost 100 on them. And predictions here were really freaking good. Only like people I put 50 in disappointed me. So hopefully we keep on running, because got a lot of coins. A lot of coins. Yeah, be careful about voting on nothing odds, you know? It's good, as we get further into the fight, it's good to start sandbagging your points into silver certificate stocks, right? Into blue ticket stocks, into safe bets. And that way you don't get that way you don't get hosed. But I think we're at about the 50-50 mark, where at least half of your money goes into sure things and the other half you can start being gambly with. Next week, we're probably going to step it down to the 25-75, where 75 goes into the sure thing bets and only 25 gets fucked with. Safe way to play it. And So Solid and Caleb, thank you guys for the subs. Caleb has been here for 1 month. Hell yeah. And So Solid for 3. You guys rock. And So Solid got a crazy piece today. Is he going to hurt my feels with this one? Whoa! Whoa! My man, that is a 28 speeder. Oh, I'm so hard right now I could cut glass. Congratulations, man. That is the dream. Dude, look at the subs, too. That is a Renok piece de jour. And I know you're like, oh, but it's flat defense main. Renok doesn't care. Tanky Renoks are sexy as hell. I would change the... I would legit change the defense or the attack to percent HP and make the world's tankiest freaking Renok. Oh, man. Woo. Woo. Very nice. Very nice. What's this? Hey, that's a sick-ass helmet right there. Dude, this is almost exactly like what your craft your event helmet should look like, except instead of double tapping health, you double tap effectiveness, and you would make this percent attack defense. But it's better because it's 23 speed. Man, are the gates open? Is it speed day? Are we rolling speed gear today? Hells yeah. But first, we're going to take some of this luck you guys are having and pour it into the Shard of Orbis. We've got 600 taints to cleanse, and we're going to walk away with some triple S. I know they're out there. I know they're out there. I've been getting pictures like you guys want to hate somebody, you can hate on Save. Save got this today. He's like, they do exist. So let's do a little bit of the same, guys. I want you to visualize these bottles. I would really like this bottle. Go! Don't care. Go! You can stack these. You could always stack them. I mean, if you don't log in until Wednesday, you still get your Monday's burst. Oh, you know what? We'll just stash that right now. 20 Molagora is a decent start. Worst case scenario, that's what we can walk away with. I think I'll still take the Mola over the Leafs at this point. I've had people say you could just spam through these really, really fast until it jumps up with an S because it'll always warn you on the S's. That's a great way to miss out on 50 Leafs. I don't recommend you spam through them fast because 50 Leafs are only an A rank and it will not give you a warning. It'll just shoot right past those. Oh, ho, ho, ho! That's right, baby. That's right. Just wake up and be lucky. Oh, let's go. Oh, I think we're not taking the 20 Molagoras, guys. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. You can keep your actually, I'll trade you a slate for that 28 speed piece. Not that I'm not liking my 28 speed, or not that I'm not liking my slate, but just saying, if you want to trade, I'm open to the idea. You know what the luckiest thing so far is, guys? You know what is absolutely heckin' insane luck right now? This hasn't happened yet. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I can give up on the 50 Leafs because there's no way we're not taking that slate. But you see what I mean about how you could zoom right past it if you weren't paying attention, right? Come on, guys. Like, you think I was going to take those 50 Leafs over that slate? But good case in point warning that you don't want to just spam through these because you can totally miss your 50 Leafs. There they are. That's a different one, isn't it? Yeah. No. Oh, I'm out of purifications anyway. Is that the same one or is that a different one? I think that's the same one. Yeah, because it's not going to let me store it. You know why I store the boxes? Because if you store the boxes, it won't ask you, are you sure, when you get rid of it. So I like storing the boxes so I can spam through these and not have it ask me about the stupid boxes. All right, guys. Damn. The only reason I'm not locking this in right now is because of the chat tilting chance that this baby could pop out, right? So we will keep going throughout the rest of the month. I hope you guys are lucky in this, and if you aren't, just hang in there. It'll happen sooner or later. What are the chances? We don't know! They have not posted the odds anywhere, and obviously not all S's are created equal because those boxes show up 10 times as often as the other S-rank things. So, yeah, I can tell you I've gotten three, counting the one we just got today, 3 triple S, or 3 double S's and 0 triple S's. I've seen screenshots of triple S's, but I think the odds are probably like getting back-to-back ML5s in the same pull, right? I think the odds are like, I think the odds are like these kind of odds. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this was one pull number 1 and pull number 3, practically back-to-back. Yeah, a lot of people have never seen double S yet. I think the odds are crazy low. Oh, you know what? I have a leftover piece of astrium. Oh, let's just start it so that we can start earning points, right? Who is the unit I said I could get a better piece on? It was Hwa. There's no way I can build a better Hwa with that. Okay. It's okay. Now it says continue, so I should start earning points. Yeah, astrium for sure. Points. I got a triple S ML ticket last week. Hell yeah. Congrats. Who'd you get from it? Speaking of Bologna, do you think she'll be worth the coins? I think you have plenty of time. Okay. How long is it? 30 days. You got 30 days of Bologna coin time, and you have got... It goes live in... What is today? 2nd. It goes live in 11 days. That means you have 19 days. God, math is hard. You have 19 days to watch people play test Bologna and be like, holy shit, she's breaking the game. I'm going to snatch her up versus, you know what, Xeno made her useless and she still isn't a good unit. I'm glad I didn't waste my coins. So let this go live and give it maybe 1 to 2 weeks of testing, right? Maybe make your decision sometime around the 26th, 27th range, right? You know, don't wait until April Fools. You know, you don't want to go too far. But sometime in the last week of March, you should have a pretty good eye on... It's easy, right? Watch a variety. Watch Higa cleaving. Watch Elf Mage running aggro. Watch Sue doing some tank down. Watch Light playing some standard. Figure out what play style you like, what play style she's good into. You certainly don't want to pick her up and it turns out she's only good for bruiser and you're a cleaver or vice versa. And see if they're having success with her. And if they're having success with her, ask to see their builds and see if you can mimic or come close to those builds. And then make an informed decision. It's this simple. Let somebody else try it before you buy it. That's my advice on Bologna, because right now she is useless as tits on a boar. Very, very pretty tits on a boar, but still. Tits on a boar. Poor Bologna. Justice for redheads, guys. This is a fat rotation, isn't it? Holy crap, this is a fat rotation. Like literally all 3 of these units are good in their own right, in their own areas. Riposte Bologna, you got to be careful with, right? Riposte Bologna is better as long as all 3 of her friends are alive. I think about the point where one of her friends is dead, counter set starts being better. And if two of her friends are dead, counter set's way better. And, you know, it's the whole riposte Setska versus counter Setska argument. Which do you have the gear? Because remember, Bologna is a selfish unit. Remember how I was telling you about how hard Hwayoung is to build? Bologna's right fucking up there with her. Bologna is tricky to build. The only advantage to Bologna is you don't got to worry about crit chance. You can just stuff everything else, but built very similar to Hwayoung, right? A very fast counter set that's giga freaking tanky with a lot of damage and a little bit of speed. You just get a little bit of a break in that you don't need to stack crit chance. So she's an easier build than Hwayoung, but she's not an easy build. And if you're going to put riposte set on her, how good's your riposte gear? How good is your riposte gear, and are you willing to take that riposte gear off of other units who need that riposte gear versus Bologna, who is just a little bit better with riposte gear? That's why every time I show off my Setska, people are like, where's your riposte set? I'm like, I don't want to take riposte off of the units that need it, like Afternoon Soak Flan. Instead, I'll put counter on it, and it's only about 5% worse. And she works just fine, surprisingly. You know what? When you're relying on counter, you're relying on RNG, and it's just how lucky are you feeling in that fight. Works just fine. Now, if you've got a good riposte set, if I could mimic these exact stats with a riposte set, shit, yeah, it's better. 5%'s 5%. Take what you can get. Every inch, every millimeter you can claw forward in an RTA fight is worth it. But I'm not shit canning multiple units just to force it for a 5% advantage. And you can look at your Bologna the same way. If you can build a better Bologna, then build a better Bologna. If you can't, then go counter, and it'll work just fine. And no matter which one you build, you'll be sitting there going, I think my Bologna's broken, she's not countering, because that's the way this game works. Counter is a mechanic for the right side of the screen only. All right, guys, we got some points to spend here. Go! Mola Monday! Nice. How am I missing 2? Awkward. I guess I missed it, huh? You just flip your monitor over and suddenly everything works for you, right? Flashbang boxes? You ain't kidding. Oh, it's Monday. Make sure on Monday you go in and you flash your support managers. Just click auto assign. Take anything that's low up to higher numbers. 722 is going to stay the same. Okay, everything blue went up though, so that's nice. You want to have high scores here because even when it's not needed to get a max score, people look at this, right? Who are you going to pick? You're going to click on Scorpion Leo or you're going to click on Baka? Which team are you taking with you into this fight? You're instinctually going to go for the higher CP team. So make sure you do that every week so you display high CP teams so that people take you. Because when they take you, that's when on Thursdays when there's no world boss, you just get a random, here's a burst of armbands. That is from other people using your teams. So if you want to get those extra, everyone's like, how'd you get 40 freaking armbands on Thursday? I got like 5. Are people using your teams? Make sure you run the high score teams. So don't have to do it every day. Just do it every Monday. Ooh, 9.1 million. $767. Ooh, 771. Most people don't care. They just take the highest number of the first 3. But those who search, they're always searching for the biggest number because, I don't know, we're gamers and we min-max. Yeah, sometimes you ungear a unit, forget. Sometimes you re-gear units for specific things like RTA and forget to adjust this, and it will have a significant impact. And I know it doesn't matter here. Triple S plus is Triple S plus. Whether you are 4.5 million or 8.2 million doesn't change this outcome, but people using your teams gives you more armbands at the end of the week and on Thursdays. So just do it. My little pro tip. It's a game of resource management, so be good at managing your resources. Still trying to get those guild artifacts? Then you definitely need to do it, Iman, because those are armbands that will help you get those artifacts. KTM 3. Ew. We're getting punched in the dick. God, the Kev abuse, man. That was put in so long ago. I think ATK is the one who put that in there. 240. Man, Biako! What the deuce? Oh, god damn, this is gonna be tricky. How do I feel about Aki on Pursuit set? It's gonna make... No. What's the point? Do any of his skills do pop damage? Okay, be aware that the only advantage he'll get from Pursuit Set is if you have Lady of the Scales on the team, because dot damage, burns, bleeds, bombs, detonating birds, bleeds, and bombs. None of that is impacted by Pursuit Set. Dot damage is not additional damage. I know it looks the same, right? As you do damage and then pop, there's damage. So it feels like it is, but it is a totally different mechanic. Just like Focus and Fighting Spirit are somehow totally different mechanics, even though they feel exactly the same. So yeah, Pursuit Set is absolutely wasted on them. Make sure you've got a unit that does additional damage as a part of the skill and not from a debuff. No debuffs take advantage of pop damage. Except Death Sentence. I think Death Sentence does for some weird ass reason, but Death Sentence is kind of a unique case. Deusterise? Deusterise. I totally butchered that. I feel it. Thank you so much for the Prime, buddy. You could have dropped that Prime anywhere, but you dropped it here. And for that, I say thank you. And welcome to the Wolf Pack. Oh, we can open this. Yeah, let's open this. This needs opened. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, we cleave this. We'll just speed up the Ahmed. And we'll get an Aram in here. We need to use the slow Aram. And we need Ahmed to go stupid fast. That'll do. And we need you to be on the correct artifact. I'll never get used to her being on that damn artifact. It's so weird. Okay, you are... We need you... Do we need you? We don't, do we? That'll do. Up top. What do we do up top? Plan, dodge, and pain in the ass. I took a bunch of your gear just now, didn't I? Fuck. I was really thinking about using Sharklet on this, guys. It'd be pretty funny, right? I would be kind of Dodge's bitch about it, though. Let's see what other people did. Wow, Messiah, that was risky as hell. You fighting the same thing? Weird. Burn her. So she goes first. Burns. She pushes up S3s. I think I can make this work. I think I see what he's doing here. Can we make her fast enough, though? Oh, can't use this. That should do it, right? BBK Janua Amiki Immortality Comp. Is the new axe already the subs of Unity? No, it's higher HP, lower attack. You got got 195 by 702, so way higher health, way lower attack. Versus Symbol, which is so 195, 702. So pretty significant shift. The new axe looks really good for Ran. Symbol's better for Ran, but you probably are like me and you want Symbol in other places, so I think it's a really good substitute. But if you're running Ran that does any kind of damage and not just as an opener, it makes Ran a lot easier to build, which can let you hit higher speeds. I think it's its only real use case right now. Who we making afraid? You, be afraid. Oh, they're all afraid. Ooh. This was a pretty good team. I'm not going to burn just in case she's a holy sack. She was not a holy sack. Damn. Okay, wasn't as fast as I thought. Just felt like she was closer than she was. That kind of hurts as Theer, but a lot of units are coming out to replace or to defeat Freerin. So I think the sun is setting on her meta. I think within 5 months, nobody's going to be playing her outside of the occasional 4-5 niche pick. Her kit is overstacked. I think she'll last longer than most collaboration units, but 9 to 12 months is usually the lifespan on a collaboration unit. Poof! Aram just sat there looking pretty with a whistle. Didn't even have to blow it. Yeah, I mean, name a collaboration unit that's not named Freerin that is still heavily used. And I don't mean occasionally niche picked. I mean heavily used. Anyone? Anybody got any collaboration unit that's heavily used? There aren't any, because they're specifically on a cooldown timer so that people aren't miserably oppressed by units that can never come back again. So they always kind of put in, these you can power creep it without breaking the game, or you can counter it without destroying tons of other units. Collab units are designed to be phased out. Ain't no way you said Biken. Alrighty. Why didn't this open? Oh my god, that was a house, not a tower. Oh man. Well, that was a thing. Biken's still best Banshee? No, she isn't. There's like half a dozen units that are better at Banshee than Biken now. But she is really good at Banshee, don't get me wrong. Alrighty. What are we doing up top here? We're cleaving this. So we're just going to leave that team in place. And what are we doing with this top team? Okay, bottom team set. Okay, Brainiacs, how you feel about the top team? What are we doing up top side there? Definitely not this. Don't get me wrong, guys. Collab units can be really good in niche places, right? We watched Rimuru like make bank in Vic Chun's tournament yesterday. I'm not saying they're not usable. I'm just saying they are meta. Moon Bunny for sure. Ahmed Strays Hecate for top. I could. I think that would work. And then I could just down here, all I gotta do is just outlast it with a freaking injury unit. So sure, why not? Where are you at, Hecate? From the land of tartar sauce. Did you lose any gear? Good girl. Okay, so down here, we're definitely rat gaming. Oof. Oof, I say. Any debuffers over here? Not really, so I can just go with the Zoom Rat. Speed. That's not terrible. The attack's a little weird. We'll just go with this one. Doesn't steal from anybody. Okay, we don't need this. So we just proof her up. Okay. Rat gaming. And Celine feel weird to you guys? I don't think Celine feels weird to me because everybody's going to be focusing on the rat. I think this feels pretty freaking safe. Yo, Mr. Byako! Byako in the house, everybody. The collab unit who never gets bad. Byako, I asked him who was a collab hero that's still relevant today. That's not named Freerin, and they said Byako. Byako, best collab unit 2026. I don't need this. So I might as well cycle her. You still got all your gear? Oh, lovely. Nobody's going to be hitting you, so Idol's Cheer feels a little weird. But I guess if Rat dies, I'll be glad to have Idol's Cheer to cycle her, so we'll leave it on for right now. Okay, this third fight is going to be a beatdown. Tristen, rather Rat will be stealth. Oh yeah, good point. Rat will stealth herself. You've got a very good point, but that's okay. That just means they hit Ruel, and that's fine. And if they don't hit it's fine. This will be fine. Don't sweat it, guys. This will be fine. Dog in a burning restaurant level fine. Let's kick its ass. Classic Byako. Oh, okay. I was like, as soon as I hit go, Byako goes, wait! You cannot escape my sword! Exclamation point song, Asthier. It's like I was imagining Strays' attacks making a chipper shredder noise as the units are thrown into it. May as well take the free burn while we got it. And just in case. It's a little bit of injury for you. Blammo! Pop. And everybody's going to hit me and I don't care, so I'm just going to S1 here. We're doing pretty good, Raguna. Oh no, counter set, rocket punch. Shit. I like ML Rat. ML Rat's pretty awesome. I really wanted to do enough damage up front to get Ruel to have to waste her S3, but it is what it is. Ow. Ow. Blammo. Splat. Oh god, it's freaking Arius, ow, you son of a bitch. Ow, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. Okay. Shit has just officially hit the fan, guys. 100% counter rate Bossarunka. It might not be a long fight at the rate we're going here, guys. Giant rat gun. Ow, leave her alone. She already has damage limit, so it's kind of dumb to put damage limit on her again. We'll just S3 for the heal. Come on. Where's my 100% counter set, guys? Pop. Cover your ass there, Ruel. It's gonna be fine, guys. It's just gonna take a while. The only way this isn't fine is if this guy is like continues to get these 100% counters on me. Ow. Giant rat gun. Don't counter me. Ow. We back, baby. Oh, Saria would have been such a good fight, Nayuto. Where were you 5 minutes ago? It's fine. Nice. Keep hitting that Idol's Cheer unit. Let's go. Hate it with the defense buff up. Shirley. Fuck. Ow. Oh, come on. Yes! Nice crit. Giant rat gun. Phew. How close is there, Ruel, to being a pain in my ass? Okay. Drop her as fast as we can. Crit! Oh, wouldn't it have been sexy if she crit there, guys? By Ruel. Get off the screen. Told you it was fine. No, Idol's so much better than Candle. I was a Candle believer, and Baka drugged me kicking and screaming into the Idol's cheer world. Whew, man. That was a lot. Alrighty. I don't think we changed the top team, right? Don't we just add, doesn't this absolutely murder stomp the top team? The bottom team, there's nothing wrong with this, right? Anybody see anything wrong with this? Zio-Dien Teu. Zio-Dien Teu. I think this is fine, guys. I don't think he has a way forward. I'll tempo the hell out of him. Zoop. And zoop. Cannot escape my sword and all that. Blammo! Would you like to die? Aras, Aram, Tori. That does sound like a fun team, Nacho. Sexier than Children and Dragons being babysat by a vampire goddess. But I'm telling you guys, you need to just take a couple of minutes here and appreciate Elvira's legs, which go all the way to the ground. Get stepped on. Kick, kick, kick. More kicks. Kick, 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 kick. Aw, he lived. Now I'm getting stepped on. Unfortunate. Damn! That Mort's not playing around, guys. Oh shit. Did we just lose? Wake up from the fear. Wake up. Okay, good, good, good. Say that, but I'm a little worried about this Harsetti. We need to take her ass out. Her AoEs could legitimately screw us here. All right, good girl. Here, hold this. It's a proof of valor Harsetti, guys. Is a dead Harsetti, guys. We feel better now. Oh, Mort's back. Ow. 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 My guild is against Outspeed. Rough.
We need your help.
Kick, 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 kick. Dead dragon. Okay, we're gonna step on the child. Get stomped on by Godzilla, you annoying little unit. Lovely. Yeah, the no bullying was back soon, but I was hanging on by a thread. I think the next AoE hit from his Mort could have gone south, but hey, 6 out of 6 club. Lore accurate S3. Guaranteed to cause more fear than a motorcycle race girl waving a flag. What the hell is up with that anyway? Let me see. What else are we doing? Is it time? I guess it's time. Motorcycles are loud and scary. I think it's just that girls are scary. And to get for the less you wave off fear, the more likely you are to be scared of girls. All right, guys. I know I've been late on it. I've been delaying it because, oh, God, nobody likes doing this. But you need to do it for some rewards. So let's go and check out this week's Hall of Trials. We're fighting the rampaging Harsetti. Some unique mechanics this time, but the game does kind of spell it out for you how you want to play it. You want to have one or more Earth Elemental hero on the team. Bet we can do that. We want to have a Ranger hero in the front. Easy enough. And we need to assign a Resonance hero. The Resonance heroes, I mean, Ruiza is the S Resonance hero. So you definitely want to have Ruiza on the team. If you don't have Ruiza, use Knockwall. She works, I won't say as well, but she works. It's enough to get you some points. So just use Knack if you don't have Ruiza. We're going to, Carrot didn't work. I tried that out. It worked out horribly. We're going to use Aramentha because Aramentha, oops, get back in there, redhead. Because Aramentha 1 has got an AoE strip that does damage. You got to use a damage dealing strip. 2, Aramentha stacks debuffs and doesn't detonate them like Carrot does. And 3, Aramentha is a redhead, so of course we're going to use her. If you don't have Aramentha, probably your next best bet is going to be Robin, wherever she is. Is she a thief? You can tell it's been a minute since I've used Robin. Is she fire? There we go. Your next best bet is Robin in place of Araminta. Again, lots of debuffs, and that's kind of the goal of it. You want to run everybody dirt slow, except for Araminta. You want her to cycle, and you want to build the most thermonuclear Fene of your life. So give me a second here to get the gear on everybody, because Guild Wars screwed everything up. So give me a minute to set it back. So let's see. First, let me put all that gear back. Use the Wayback Machine here. I think that's fine. Okay. Is Fene good enough? We want more health on her. Let's oops, wrong button. Let's get you recommended. We'll take off pen set. Just we'll go with like any rando set. Run HP all the way up, speed down. Want her as slow as possible. Max crit damage. Fuck defense. Steal from anybody you want to steal from. Not terrible. See if we can squeak it up just a little bit more. Oh, hello. Okay, we're zooming in on it. Can never quite thread the needle, can we? This is where Fribbles just frickin' sings. You're gonna do this. Try to get the 350 crit damage. The way that the multiplier stack in this, you get so much value out of crit damage. So much value. Let's see if we can force it. Hang on here. Where can I find the most crit damage for my buck? On HP and on Destro. Armor. Like this a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, this is sexy. Let's run with this. Just one other thing I could have done too is I could have forced a crit damage neck here. I could afford to pull this down. You know, you'd think that 3% wouldn't matter, but I think I'm going to take it. For a 400 HP drop, I think I'm going to take it. So let's run this Fene. Wait a minute. I could put Frantic Flight on her, which means I can go 90% crit. Wait a minute. That's what we're going with right there, guys. That is a build. And I will run her on Frantic Flight. If you don't have Frantic Flight, just go for the 100% crit chance build. And use like Symbol of Unity or the Hall of Trials artifact. Hall of Trials artifact's bad. That boosts attack. Fenny doesn't care about that. So anyway, this is the Fene, guys. Fene, we're building as close to 350 crit damage as we can get. Because of the way damage scales in Hall of Trials, you're probably going to want the 350 crit damage. She's at 90% crit chance because we get 10 free from this artifact. If you don't have this artifact, run Symbol of Unity or some other, you know, Strawberry Cake, some other damage boosting artifact, and run her to 100% crit. Slow as possible. Slower the better. Try to keep her... I'm a little low on defense, but try to keep her as high on the HP as you can because she's an HP scaler and it helps keep her alive. Okay, next. Everybody else is going to be kind of slow except for Aramentha. So how about you? Okay. Something to be aware of with this Hall of Trials is you do need 100 effectiveness on your debuffers, but not really that big of a deal for Asaria, but for the people that need to do the strips and debuffs, you're going to want that. Asaria's just here for resets, though. So let's just make you tanky as hell since you're going to be frontlining. So boop and boop, and search. I want you a little bit faster than Fene. Anybody remember how fast the Fene was? Yeah, the problem with the Fene artifact, though, is it has no real damage beyond that. She's 119. That's perfect then. So yeah, I just want to make sure my Asaria never dies, and that Asaria is never going to die. And let's get you a damage boosting artifact for the team. I know she's an HP scaler, but hey, every little bit. And let's see. The new girl. We want you to be the third fastest, but still slow as a mofo. We need you to be super bulky, and we need you to have 100 effectiveness. So let's see, recommended equipment. Let's go with, we need you to have the crit chance. Nothing else really matters except staying alive. And we want a little effectiveness. More crit chance, please. It's a little overkill on the crit chance, but whatever. More effectiveness, please. Overkill on the effectiveness. A little bit more speed. We need you third. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. Let's pull this down. So close. So close. We need a little bit more speed. That's way too fucking much speed. I tell you what. Let's just force the speed set and bottom out the speed, and that's pretty fast. Okay, more effectiveness. Okay, let's not force the speed set, but let's force speed boots. I don't want her that fast. I want her to be a little slower. Still too fast. Holy shit on a stick, guys. Okay, no speed boots, fine. Music go. Okay, I tell you what. Let's bottom this out, but force and effectiveness ring. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. Too much. Okay, let's... Oh, wait, we're stealing from Asaria anyway. Let's lock that shit out. Any other Asaria piece you want to steal? Okay, that's fine. Wow, where's the... Oh, because we're on speed set. Okay, wait. If I do this, and then we break the speed set for something that has effectiveness on it. Like this. No, too fast. Wow. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, we're in the neighborhood, guys. Let's try this. Damn it, that's really not a lot of defense. It's okay, we got a shit ton of HP though. Let's try this. And we need you on a push, Artie. Use this. Okay. Araminta. So Ara, we actually want to have a little bit of speed on her. We need to make sure she is bulky enough to not explode, and she's got the 100 effectiveness. So what can we do for poor old Araminta? Recommended. We're gonna go a lot of bulk. I don't really care about the attack that much. We need some effectiveness. Too fast. And not enough effectiveness. Too slow. Not terrible. More HP on you. Oh, fuck, we need the crit chance, though. We need her to crit. Everything needs to crit in this, except for Saria. This would be perfect if we had the effectiveness. Where can I get the effectiveness from? Let's just plug this in and let's see if we can tinker the effectiveness. Hit set and effectiveness. Go. Not quite, but close. God, so close. Oops. Fuck. Thought it was on armor. Hang on, I gotta put this back. I heckin' love Hall of Trials. Have bulky enough. That's better. It's gonna have to be. I'd like her to be bulkier, but this checks all the boxes, guys. Alrighty, and let's get her on a damage boosting already. Squirt gun. Oh, you know what? Squirt gun would have given us 10 effectiveness. Oh well, we'll take the one that gives some defense. But yeah, squirt gun would have given us 10 effectiveness. That would have made it safer. Alrighty. AoE imprint on. No imprint to share. AoE imprint on. And you should be selfish. If you had an imprint, you'd be selfish. All right, guys. Let me record the gear. Okay, guys. As for teams, the fastest unit on the team is going to be Aramentha. Aramentha, you build 220 to 240 speed range. You just want to make sure she takes turns, that she's the first to go. You need 100% effectiveness so you can strip. That's right. This time, the Hall of Trials boss has got some ER, so you want to have that 100 effectiveness to make sure you strip. Everybody on the team needs to crit, except Asaria. We don't care about Asaria. And bulky enough to survive. It is really easy to build her super, super shallow, and then she dies. Don't worry so much about the attack. The burn damage isn't that big of a deal. I've got her on Card of Small Miracles just to give a little extra defense to all the allies, as well as some additional attack. If you do not have Card of Small Miracles, Super Duper Water Gun Shooter works fine, and it gives you 10 extra effectiveness, which can help you overcome the effectiveness needs of the team. It's an AoE effect for your entire team. I've got her on the Ignite's Chance to Burn S1 skill. I don't think it really matters which one you have her on. She doesn't have a Detonate one, does she? Just don't have her on the Detonate one. You don't want to detonate the burns. You want to make sure the burns stay in place. Second fastest unit on the team is Ruiza, who is... We just stole gear from Ruiza because of fucking course we did. Beardy caught it. Okay. It's okay. We can put it back. We can fix her. We can make it okay. She's got the effectiveness. She's speed is actually okay, so we just need a shit ton of bulk, HP, and defense. Defense on the armor. Literally any set. How about this? That's pretty good. And then over here, let's go for defense, main, HP sub. Really don't want the speed. Don't want the speed. Don't want the speed. No speed, please. No speed, please. Way overkill on the effectiveness, guys. Way overkill on the effectiveness. Oh, wait, where's my crit? Oh, hang on. We need crit chance main. Okay. HP and defense, if you could, please. Okay. That gets us part of the way there. And then up here, we need some crit, ideally. And defense. 14 over. Ooh. Okay, that'll work. Right? I think that'll work. All right, and oops, no! God damn it, game! On Ruiza, we've got her built as bulky as possible. You want her to be the third fastest on the team. We've got her at 125 effectiveness. You only need 100. You do want the 100% crit chance. Don't worry about damage. Just working about making sure she stays alive and that she is slow as possible, but third in line to go. Really like her on Renewed Will. Helps CR push the team and move the team around. If you don't have this artifact or don't want to use this artifact, that's fine. You'll probably have to toy with the speed tuning a little bit more to make up for it. Bump everybody's speed up a little bit to compensate. Third fastest or second slowest unit on the team is Asaria, the only unit on the team that doesn't really need crit chance or effectiveness. She is just here for her reset skill and to frontline face tank. Build her like you build your Bossarunka. Make her a tanky, make this elf be able to take a punch to the face and stay on her feet. I've got her on Warhorn artifact to keep her alive, and that's pretty much it. And the final unit is going to be Fene. Fene hits like a truck. You want to go for 350 crit damage if possible. The higher the crit damage has exponential impacts on the damage you do. So 350, way better than 345. So do what you can to get to 350, even if you overcap a little. I am at 100% crit when you consider the impact of this artifact, which, by the way, this artifact does overcap crit damage. So this will allow us to go all the way up to, what, 374 crit damage, theoretically. If you don't have this artifact, that's fine. Run Symbol of Unity, run Strawberry Cake, run some other damage-boosting artifact on her. That will be fine. Just make sure you get her to 100% crit chance. Have her be the slowest unit on the team. The slower, the better. And make her as bulky as possible so that she can not die. And that's it, guys. Make sure you have a ranger in the front. Make sure you have a green ranger, and we are good to go. Also, pro tip, when you start the fight, turn freaking auto off. I love how it just always leaves auto off. So you're going to get hit by a big old blast from the rampaging Harsetti. Now it's just a whole bunch of S1s. I'm going to show you a little trick here you can decide if you want to use. So just S1 for here. Now when Harsetti does this, it puts stigma on everybody, and that reduces the healing. You can get out from the thumbnail of the heal reduction by S2ing, and it really doesn't matter who, just S2 somebody, and then you can go back to S1ing, and now the stigma is gone, and now you're going to start healing a little bit better. Back to S1s, 80, 75, another hit, another big ol' hit. Hit. 65. We just need to get down to 60. And as long as you're down to 60 before Harsetti blows her big sparkly purple fart cloud at you, you'll be fine. Here it comes. Yeah, you tell me where that purple cloud came from. Alrighty, so we need to dispel with a dispelling effect, and it's got to be an effect that is an attack effect. So we're going to use the S2, attacks all enemies, dispelling 2 debuffs. So that'll be our first dispel. And you notice we go from 2 turns down to 1. Now we need a second dispel. You might be tempted to use this one because it's got a dispel, but this is a non-attack skill. It will not count. So we got to use our S3 skill to dispel. That'll take us down to no buffs. Pop. Okay, now it is a game of debuff stacking. You want to stack as many debuffs as you can, and you want to crit. When you crit, you start stacking the damage booster on your Fene so you can do nuclear damage. And if you've got a full bar of debuffs, you will do insane damage. So we're going to start out with the S3. This will give us a whole bunch of burns. Now remember, you can crit anybody, but if you crit the crystal 3 times, the crystal goes into stealth, forcing you to hit Harsetti. So be aware of that. So, we're going to go ahead and trying to decide if I reset the Araminta here or save. I'm going to just let's go S1 here. There's the first hit on the crystal. Don't hit Fene because or Harsetti, because if you hit Harsetti, it'll expel her damage boostings. So we got to hit the crystal. So there's 2 hits on the crystal. This will be 3 hits on the crystal. Now the crystal stealthed. Shit, I didn't reset. I knew I should have reset her. Okay, that's fine. We're going to S1 here. We get a burn because we're lucky. And let me see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can hold up to 10 burns. So we'll go ahead and, well, we got an S1 here. Unfortunate. I'm going to have to start this over. I screwed it up. It's okay, guys. What I get for not resetting. It is what it is. We'll get back to we'll get back to the break phase and start it up again. For those of you who said you wanted to auto, you can totally auto, right? Do his first attack, hit auto, turn everybody's skills off, and just auto until the break phase. It's fine. See how low her health is because I did an S2, S3 early on, meaning Fene can't heal her as much, so she takes a lot of damage to the face. So as I was saying, if you're having trouble keeping your Ursaria alive, you can S2, S3 to help with that by removing the stigma so that when Fene hits. Anyway. Alrighty, so we S3. This is our first strip. A little out of order here because I did an S2, S3. Then we S2 here, and that's our second strip. Boop. Alrighty. Ara still has her S3. So let's just, let me see. S1, S. What are you looking like over here? Can S3. If we go S1, S1. One hit crystal, 2 hit crystal, 3 hit crystal, exposed crystal. Okay. 1 hit crystal, 2 hit crystal, 3 hit crystal, crystal stealthed. AoE exposes crystal. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to hold off on using the S2 yet, I think. Let's see. 1 hit crystal, 2 hit crystal, 3 hit crystal. It stealths. Reset Araminta. S3 Harsetti is fine. Araminta cuts. Araminta AoEs exposes crystal. Okay, that's what we do. So I will 1 hit crystal here. Got our stacks up to 4 so far, guys. 2 hit crystal. Another burn. Or not, okay. 3 hit crystal. It is stealthed. We reset Araminta, who's the fastest unit on the team, so she will cut. We'll just drop this S3 into Harsetti, because why not? Hey, we crit. That's crazy. Okay, we're up to 6 stacks. We'll do this AoE to get burns on everybody. Boop. Okay, that's plenty of burns, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is plenty. So we're going to go ahead and S2. And this will share all the burns. And now we've got a maximum amount. All 10 burns. Fully loaded. Once it's fully loaded, you can drop your nuke. Notice we are maxed out here. Okay, level 7 is as high as it can get. So we got our maximum damage here. And this is the extra damage from the burns. So now when we drop this S3 into Harsetti, watch how hard this hits. For those of you who are just trying to get your monthly missions done for your shadow company, you are now done. 23 million. You're done. You could just be over. If you want to go for a little bit higher score, we can take it a little bit further, but it is that freaking fast. Okay, now we're just back to what we were doing before. Hit, you know, let's turn auto back on here and just get through this. You like that damage, huh? It's pretty nasty. Okay, again, we're watching for Harsetti's purple fart cloud. When that shows up, we turn off auto. You can see why you need a lot of HP and even some defense on your units, especially your Asaria. See how rough Asaria is having it out there? I doubt she'd make it one more round, but luckily this is the last round, because here comes the big pink fart cloud. Pink, purple, one of those colors. Okay. We need both of our strips. I'm a little worried about Araminta being so far back, but surely she will cut. So we'll S1 here for the heals. We're going to S3. That's our first strip. We'll just S1 here. One thing I didn't check is we had spare turns, right? You just got to get her down to 60%. We should have stealth checked the crystal. I don't know how many hits that crystal can take before it goes into stealth, and that can screw you up inside of the break phase. So you maybe want to hit it into stealth before you get to this point, and that way you can S2 here, and the A will take it out of stealth, and you know you're good. We're literally at 3 hits. That's crazy. Okay. Here's our second one. That breaks it, and now we're in the break phase. So, where are you at, Ruiz? Okay, hear me out. I'm just going to S1 Harsetti. 1 hit. I'm going to Ruiz S1. 2 hits. And then if this crystal was truly at 3 hits, this would put it into stealth. I was lied to. We had 3 whole ass turns left. We were fine. That's okay. Everybody is looking good on their skills, so we will just, let's see. This will be 2 hits. Shit. We got a hit here. Do we get a burn? We don't. 3 hits. Crystal is now stealthed. S1 here. Aramentha will cut. And then we can uncover the stealth. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're very close, guys. Bam. 6. We're going to reset Aramentha so that she can burn again. This is hit number 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go ahead and have Ruiza spread them. We just need 1 more hit. We're good, but we don't have the last 2 debuffs I want. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the crystal, go around the horn 1 more time. And then we do this. Hopefully this gets the last of the burns we need on Ruiza. Okay, there we go. There we go. All 10. All 10. So we're in good shape now. We just drop 1 here. And we blow her the hell up. And you are done. Hall of Trials. It's really not that hard if you keep track of the crystal. Show me the big damage. 61.5 million damage. Pretty easy, straightforward team. Now, if you're going to run Knockwall in place of Ruiza, that's fine too. Just be aware, you have to be very careful about resetting the Harsei. It's a lot of freaking Shadow Company achievements. Great googly moogly. You have to be really careful about using your Asaria to reset your Aramentha so she can drop double burns, because you don't have the debuff spread to stack the burns. You may even want to consider well, just consider that. How we do on score? Number 30, safely in the top 100. Maybe I get knocked out, maybe I don't, but there's your team for Hall of Trials this week. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care, Epic 7. Try Kane. You know what? Kane with all the bleeds? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Robin would work great. You got options. Top score is almost 100 million. Use Robin. Oh, free Rin. What is the tech with free Rin? That's wild. Does Bihu work here? Does Bihu detonate? You got to be careful about units that detonate. I can't remember if he detonates or not. Oh, the extra attack to stack the crit damage up. That's wild. Yeah, that's the same reason you don't want to take Carrot. You don't want to detonate those nice burns that you stacked up. You just you could maybe use him if you can stack the burns, then transfer the burns over before Bihu S1s again. Just be aware that Bihu can't touch Harseti, or you can ruin the fight. Sitting on a pillow sucks, guys. Ow. Extra attack from S1 still counts with the extra damage. Interesting. Maybe I'll do it later. I honestly don't care. I just wanted to give you guys an easy team. I wonder who came up with this. Bet no, Illusial's still using the basic team. This looks like an Illusial team. He's usually pretty sharp with that kind of stuff. Maybe it was OP Starto. Why you gotta sit on a pillow? Because I fucking did P90X today on a 4-week-old hip, and the Advil hasn't kicked in yet. Moria's using it? Yeah, but who'd Moria copy it from? That's my question. Alrighty. All I care about is getting this donezo. Boop. All right, let's put all this juice back. Vibranium. Right now it's sore as fuckium. Oh shit, let me put my gear back before I get myself wrecked here. Hang on. Can you do a 10 pull in Galaxy? I probably could, but I'm going to wait until Nodos is out. Ruel of Light showed up on the Mystic Summons, and I really wanted her, but I had one Galaxy pull. And I dropped it, and I got her. So, ever since then, I've been very superstitious about using my Galaxies before the ML5 comes out. Yeah, right. Imagine if that was Nodos, man. You could have gotten a Nodos and an imprint. Sexy. Oh, now I'm sitting on the floor. There we go. What else we got to do today, guys? Oh my god, look, you guys hating on me. This is what Loki's first two pulls were. Hang on. Grats on 50 Leafs. Hang on, I gotta hit him back. Okay, guys, for those of you who are pushing in RTA and just want to lock in your skin, just want to lock in your frame, or want to know when you need to do your last fight, Smogate has a nice little clock countdown timer up here, and all you got to do is watch for see where it says 4D 6H. As soon as it says 2D anything, 2D 23 hours and 59 minutes is fine, as long as it says 2D up here. Any hours a minute, less than 3 days. As soon as it says 2D up here, you go do one fight, and whatever rank you're at the end of that fight, that's your rank for the rest of the season. I mean, unless you're trying to go like Warlord, Emperor, Legend, of course. You will not DK. So do the math. So in other words, 1 day, 6 hours, and 29 minutes from now, do your last fight, locked in for the season. For those of you who would rather a hard number, it's right around 10 p.m. Eastern time Tuesday night is when that will hit. But that's it. They literally put it in game for you, so you know it's like, people always like messing me like, hey, I just did my last fight. Am I safe? I'm like, go look at the clock. It's right there. Did it say 2 days? And hours and minutes don't matter. As long as it says 2 days, you're good. You're inside of the 3-day reset window. Even if it's only by seconds, your fight has to end. It's when your fight ends. So just yeah, it's simple. It's that simple. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing an RTA fight. Ugh. Yeah, and if you got more than 2 days and you're like, well, can I wait? It's better to go in and top right and take a -8 point loss than to decay and take a massive point loss. So just make sure you go in and you do one right now, even if it's an L, and then you go in and do one 2 days from now, and you're done for the season. So you got 2 more fights to finish out the season. Just hit Masters, picked Seska and Beach Ida. Nice. I just picked this overpowered monstrosity. And then I picked this overpowered monstrosity. I don't know. I wonder if he's going to pick Ras. I will see your fast unit and raise you a fast unit. You know what's hilarious is watching Renak get absolutely mulched by Monarch. Sis. Yo! Congrats on the 20 Molagora, dude! Where you gonna spend those 20 Molagora? Wild. Okay. Tell me you're banning my DN without telling me you're banning my DN. You know it would be diabolical is a little bit of Setska action. Setska or DN, both of them should be able to handle herself, the elf. So I'll just get rid of this guy who's legitimately the only person I'm kind of scared of. You would have picked Moon Bunny, he'll just raw S3. Should I ban, maybe I just ban Yulha and leave, yeah, let's just ban Yulha. Oh, that's okay. Everybody's imprints look fine. Let's get them, boys. He has chosen death. Oh my, oh, I guess I lose. It be like that sometimes. He thinks he can race, and you know what? He can. Oh! Setska? Oh, no lethal whisper proc. Yeah. I'm 321 on my ran. It's definitely speed RNG, but you know, there's nothing you can do about it, right? Sometimes shit happens. Blamo. Yeah, Ran, come back to me. I'm just going to raw S3 because if I burn it, she's just going to cleanse it anyway. So let's just get this out there. Maybe we hit that free run. Do we hit that free run? Of course we hit that free run. Ran too good. Ran too good. A little frostbite action. How much can you... Is she a full cleanse? Or is she just a 2 debuff cleanse? I guess it is a full cleanse. Yeah, this isn't going to end well, guys. Anytime you want to start countering their Setska, that would be great. Dodge! Quad miss! Quad miss! Oh, try miss. Ironically, Setska the only one taking a hit. Ow. It's very important that you miss and get countered. Boo. Oh, come on. She missed when it didn't matter there, guys. This is over. I'm not going to be able to survive it long enough. Maybe Celine was the pick. Celine would maybe have been better. Nah, because I would have gotten outsped. Well, but then I could have brought her back. Celine would have been able to execute. Might have been okay. How far away is Rand's S3? That's the big question. Far enough. Ow. Oh, that's adorable. The dual attack was classy. Be a counter ran too, just to complete the cheese. Oh well. It'd be like that sometimes. I was indeed fighting the god of E7. One more, guys. I'll push to Warlord later tonight. Not that far away, only 600 ranks away. Get like 100 ranks per win. Saying we can't end on a loss is a great way to pave a red carpet, by the way. You want to, uh-oh, somebody's playing what I'm playing. Lady of the Scales. Here's where he picks Briarwitch Assaria. It's 270 fast enough for Wolf Girl. I'm running mine giga fast just to deal with a lot of this bullshit, but yeah, that's pretty fucking fast. Why is that Angara so fast? Because he's really good. Interesting. I still think I'm going to go Monarch Setsuka here. Yeah, I think I am, guys. You know, bait out a Mort. Okay. Just put Ruel in the front for the additional CR pushes. Yeah, Hecate screws his scales over. He double-edged sworded himself. Ooh. Just crying for my Asaria with no Elbrus. You can buy an Elbrus for your Asaria. Don't you know? Don't you kill that Ruel. Don't even think about it. I gave specific instructions. I thought I was clear. Hey guys, you know how Asaria is supposed to counter? You notice how we don't have a single fucking stack? Because Asaria didn't counter once through all of those attacks. Outlandish. Counter. Oh yeah, now that it's a little bit too late, now that I don't have a Ruel to put a shield on your ass, now that Freeren's just gonna freaking blow your ass up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no, wait, she automatically duels. Never mind. It's Mola Monday, not Counter Monday. You're right. This is the last one of the day, guys. If I lose 3 in a row, I take an hour break. In this round, we're not going to use Monarch because it is just not a Monarch day, evidently. Oh my god, everybody's cleaving. Do we care? Does Cavil's S3 go off before or after no bullying? Somebody give me an answer quick, because it determines which one of these I ban. I think I still ban the child. I have no idea. We're still gonna have no idea. Damn it. Okay. The pop is after. I think I fucked up. I think I should have banned Shepard. Oh, triple miss. Savage. Oh. No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. She's just some creepy goddess lady. Stop. That's weird that you would push that button now, but okay. Yeah, the elf's my win con. There he goes. There he goes. About time. Stop missing and getting countered. Yeah, this is a turbo Setska, guys. Can we please actually hit? Oh, for fuck's sake. Hit something. Do enough damage to proc the Setska. Thank you. Ow. Yeah, fear that immunity, why don't you? Been a lovely day for Setska. Everybody give her a good round of applause. Poof. What you gonna do now, buddy? Exit up and to the right, my friend. You are out of juice. See? We just need to not take Monarch. Oh, wow. We went from rank 36. What'd we do? We went from rank, yeah, we went from, 2380, or sorry, we went from 2393 to 2395. We climbed 2 points! 2 points! Oh, man, that's pretty distressing, to be honest with you. Ruel's ridiculous. Here, let me show you. Let me show you the peak of ridiculousness here. want you to look at my heroes here and their win rates. And take a quick peek at my Ruel and my DN's win rates. Now, I'll make it a little bit more apparent. Here's DN. Oops. Here's DN. Little bit above an 81% win rate. And here's Ruel at a 65% win rate. I really need to pick Selene more. I keep picking Setsuka with Monarch, and I think Selene, I think doubling up on the revive is just works out better with Selene and Monarch, especially when you put Selene in front, so she's the one countering. Very, very nice. But, yeah. I don't know why, but I do better with second pick, which is opposite of most people. Most people do better with first pick, but for some reason I work better from a reactionary standpoint. Anyway, if you guys want to check out your stats, there's the website. How do you get 300 speed Ran? You put lots of speed gear on him. Step one is you look at all your characters with speed gear and realize you're not playing all of them. You're not even playing most of them, and figure out which ones need to die so that Ran can fly. For me, it was CPP. CPP took a hard knee, and so did Bihu asked. Bihu went in the shitter for it. Even my goat lost some gear. This is a good site to use for this, right? Go look at your history, right? Go look at all the units you've drafted this season. Look at all of them. Do you see Phantom Politis on this list? You see Bihu, I did draft one time and I won with him. That was a very funny fight. But look at this list. And if you see a unit on here that's using speed gear that you're not playing, and I mean, don't look at this, you played one game with them. This is all shit, you know, when you're farting around and not playing the game seriously. And then just rob gear. You've only got 4 days left, and you're re-gearing your whole damn account anyway this weekend in preparation for the changes that are coming with the balance adjustment, right? So may as well just go to town, re-gearing your account. That's what I did. Oh hell, you know who else took it square in the keister? My 319 Ahmed is now 303 speed. You know, it's enough to get the job done, but you saw when I did Guild War, I had to move gear around. Lots of 26 and 27 speed gears. Nah, fam, I have 0. I am 0 out of 5. Lots of 23 speeders. He's like literally, it's 23 speed on every piece of gear is 321 Ran. I got a 22 and a 24, which is average. It's a 23, then 23, 23, 23. What is that artifact on my Ahmed? I'll show you. It's kind of funny. Oops. Oh, I keep going into the wrong arenas. Pick a team. Any team that's not the middle team. I'm not going to do the middle team because the boss plus Ilanov is too much of a pain in the ass. Top it is. Okay. Boop. You ready for this? You're going to love this. We S2. Now everybody's got a little bit of skill and also nobody can die. Now we S1. And that procs our Charlotte. Blammo! Ow. Watch this Divine Vessel go right into that Ahmed. Oh, no, never mind. And this is an automatic dual attack, and it dual attacks with the highest attack unit, which right now with the attack buff is my Sharklet, so here comes another blammo attack. Dropping a big old nuke here. Now we got this back, so we're going to S1. So we get a nice hit. Into another hit. Blammo! Into another hit. And there's no world where a solo free run can ever beat a Hecate with skill null. Probably going to lose our Silk here, and that's disappointing. Is what it is. Oh my god, I take it back. A super, super fast Hecate could be a problem. Chop, chop, and another hit. Chop, 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 and pop. Don't die. Fuck, we lost. Wow. That free run got me, guys. Somehow, somewhere, Byako's behind this. Legit unexpected. But this is the reason for this artifact. This is the reason right here. You see here in the top? This is the reason for the artifact. There's two. We got to choose carefully here. If we hit free run, she'll push. If we hit her, she'll counter. I have no idea if she does anything, but she could be on riposte, so we'll hit the back as the safest because these don't trigger counters. Oh my god, that free run is dead. There is no world in a post Hecate meta where you should ever put free run in front with Lady the Scales on the team. Just throwing that out there. Absolutely mind-bogglingly bad. But wait, we've got a 50% chance to miss. Why would you ever S3? That's Setska. Are you correct? No, we just hit. Anyone want to guess why we just hit? Yeah, damage share applies under a barrier, and because of Hecate, you've got immortality going your way. We still got our dual attacks. So we can just S1 again. Get him, blammo! It's probably the most reliable team on there for climbing an arena. If you can build this team, you can climb into legend fast and easy. So here's what that nasty artifact does, guys. First, 20% chance to hit. Another 5% chance to hit. 25% chance to hit. If you don't have this artifact, you can use got it here somewhere. Golden cocoa cookies, same thing. I just didn't have mine maxed out, so I went with the plus 5%. You can actually use both of them and get yourself up to a 30% chance to hit, but still, you already have a 50-50 chance to hit, and now I'm taking it down to a 75% chance to hit. It just makes it even better. What about the axe? The axe is just, oh yeah, I mean, that would work, but there's no additional damage. But yeah, if you don't want to put your symbol, you can use this, but you saw how hard that Charlotte hit. I like Charlotte to be able to nuke things. Does work into this if you can be sure you go before the Renok. At 303 speed, I'm not sure I can go before the Renok, but I can come in here and make sure I go before the Renok, right? And by make sure, I mean I still don't have a very good chance to make... Okay, we're good. Because maybe you get plus 14 from her. 320 wouldn't have mattered, dude. That she's 316 plus 14. She's 330 speed. 320 might speed RNG it. It's possible. And here you go. Watch that Ran, everybody. Eyes on Ran. Bye, Ran. It's too good. Unfortunately, I forgot to speed up my my silk, but you know what? We're still in this. Bye, Renok. Blammo! Who else is scary? Blam, blam, blammo. So yeah, if you can build this team, just climb all the way. You got to watch out for Harsetti, or sorry, you got to watch, well, you do have to watch out for Harsettis. You can't take it into Zeos. You got to be very careful about Bossarunkas, as you guys saw. Bossarunkas are a little day, especially if there is a Empyrean Illanov behind the Bossarunka, that is a no-go. And you got to avoid Renox unless you're sure you can outspeed. And most people aren't dedicating that level of speed gear to fighting Renox. And you know what? If it's just a Renox team and there's no Dragon King Sharoon on it, you shouldn't use this team anyway. Because anybody that runs Renok without Dragon King Sharoon is just giving you free points with this team. You just turn on quick battles, you hit the button, and you get free currency. Dead. Oh, farming Renox. Okay, there is a danger in this one. There's a danger that this witch is faster than this Renok. We're going to gamble that this Renok is not slower than the witch. The Renok was not slower than the witch. Can I show you the replay? I'll do this one. But remember, you can't do this if Dragon King Sharoon is on the team. So, everybody's skills are on, but make sure Hecate's skills are off. So you do have to do one on manual so you can turn Hecate's skills off. The quick battle remembers that her skills are off. And you want her skills off because that's how you beat free Rins 1v1. Okay, Moon Bunny does her thing, pushes everybody up. That activates your Hwayoung, who kills a unit. That activates Hwayoung again, who S3s. She CR pushes the unit up in the back. That unit is Saria. Saria activates her skill. Then she grabs her bird, and then she flips her bird at Setsuka, and Saria is top shelf Setsuka killer. And every once in a while, there's a free run left behind. Hecate takes care of that. I would say it's about a 95% win rate, maybe even 98% win rate against Renok defenses. She does her thing, gets the skill null, she does this, that activates this, she executes a unit, she AoEs. Does a lot of damage. We don't care because we got skill nulls. Okay, we kind of care a little bit because Lethal Whispers is a thing. She pushes up. Saria does her thing. Saria wipes the entire team. And now it's just a free Rin solo. Where's free Rin Souls? That's wild. Is this an Abyssal Crown free Rin? Nope, I guess not. And this is why you have your S1 on Hecate. So you do 2 attacks. That dual attack didn't matter because the second attack lets me double tap the pop damage, and that kills most free Rins. Yeah, if they play a fast Witch Tenny, right? Because you can imagine in this team, if that Tenebria was first, why is Lady of the Scales faster than his Renok? What madness is this, Exceed? Yeah, if the witch goes first, she blocks everybody, and then you don't get the skill null and damage null, and then you just die. So, witch going fast witch is crazy. I am blown away by this Lady of the Scales going first. That was unprecedented. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, sure. Doesn't need to be this fast. You can put her on, she doesn't need this artifact. You can put her on, Magahara's Tome does the exact same thing. It's just, this is kind of nice because it helps deal with those free runs a little bit. But Mog's Tome's fine. She can be significantly slower. You just want her to cut. And Saria, you build Saria just like Strays. 150-ish speed. She actually builds slower because she gets the double push of Moon Bunny and Hwayoung. So she can actually be a little slower. That's why I got her at 147, whereas I need 155 to 160 on Strays. And you want her on the artifact that gives a huge middle finger to Setsuka, or to Lady of the Scales. This is basically summer photogenic for Rangers. So not only does she murder stomp Setsuka, she also murder stomps Lady of the Scales all in one fell swoop. And that's 80% of your defenses out there, right? Any other questions? Anything else you guys would like to see? Can't do Harsetti. This one's the least tanky. We'll go into this one. ML Yulha. Remember when I said you kind of want to take a peep at this, and when you see units that you've maybe only played one game with and that you just aren't using, you can afford to take gear off of them? That's my Yulha. I don't play her, so she's not wearing gear. I mean, she is wearing gear. Like, you know, there's always this emergent situation. She might counter me, so I don't want to S1 this. I have seen counter Ross's. Oh wait, I have to hit her. I'm a dumbass. Never mind, we hit this. We don't get countered. Well, we get countered because of course we do, but you know what? You can't counter when you're dead. Boss Arunka exploded. You can hold this. Blammo. Hear me out. I'm just gonna kill Ross because I think the next dual attack takes out Setsuka. Is this song playing on loop? That's weird. Here you go. Here's something different. Free Renok team. I don't do Ilanov and Arunka together. It's just asking for problems. Oh no, I can't use souls. Pfft, don't care. The thing that's lost me the most points is doing the quick battle Saria team and then forgetting to turn quick battle off when I come back to this one, because you can't use quick battle on this. You could counter. You might be on proof, so I'm going to hit you. A lot of proof Yulhas out there. You got to watch for that. Blammo! Bye, Yulha. We'll take the risk of the counter to get the extra hits in, and it paid off. We having audio issues, guys? West Virginia. Mountain Mama.
Well, guys, war.
The Great Mortellix. Dual attacks are not counterattacks, you know. You could counter me. I don't think you'll counter me. Let's just go over here. Donde está Dien? No, he's going to have to help her out a lot now. A little worried about you. You might, well, Holy Sack doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter at all. Let's just kill Mort because I don't want to eat any counters. Sadly, I can't muster 300 speed. You just have to be faster than the enemy. It's not that big of a deal if you can't do 300 speed. Remember, you're getting plus 14 speed out of that silk. Now, the faster you are, the better. But you just got to look at the enemy team. If you can only do 290 or 280, do 290 or 280, and look what the enemy's presenting. Here, you... and we can't do Moon Bunny. She's a problem. Look at this team. What are you racing against on this team? Now, I'm not going to take it into Senya. Senya is actually a wrinkle. That could be a problem. So, how fast is the fastest witch out there? Maybe 300? Well, if you're 290, then you're 304, and you got a better chance than not of beating her. So, let's give it a shot. Let's see how fast this witch really is. You can initiate it with Zeo, but you're going to lose out on the skill null. So you lose that safety net, but you could definitely do it with Zeo. Great googly moogly. Okay, never mind. 290 speed might have gotten... Well, mind you, I'm just 303 speed, but I think 290 would have lost here. That is a screaming fast Yulha. So you miss out on the skill null. You also miss out on this CR push right here, which is what helps your silk go next. You can do it, but just be aware you're going to have to run a faster silk to make up for it. Let's see. Let's go into Yulha in case she's on proof. She's not. Wow, that is a thick. Oh no, that's right. I totally forgot that there's no Lady the Scales on here to make the front row unit evaporate. Okay, so let's take out that Yulha. Hopefully. We good. Poof! Bye, Bellion. Yeah, I mean, the higher up you go, the more the speed's going to be important. Like, there's... Really, I'm close to the edge of Legend. Once I get into Legend, if I want to climb higher, I'm going to put my Rand gear on my Ahmed, and I'll put my Celine gear on my Silk, and go in with like a 330 speed Ahmed after the imprint, and a like 303 speed Silk. It's one of those that it works, but the stronger you build it, the better it works. Like anything. What RT did I use on her? I've got her on Symbol of Unity, so she has a better chance of hitting Setskas. Oh no! Out of flags. Thought I was out of quick battles. Oh yeah, staying in Legend's a whole ass other situation, but you just have to touch it to get the Sky Stones. You. I've seen counter Rosses, and I know I don't want to push up free run anymore, and I have to. Don't get 25%ed, Charlotte. Beautiful. You. Chop. You're getting ready to take a turn anyway, so there's some of that. Oh, wow, the Lady of the Scales survived. Oh, wait, no, she didn't. We'll give Gab to Lady of the Scales just for reasons. I mean, to Hecate. My bad, Hecate. Chicks hate it when you call them by the wrong name. Fun fact, even though she's got a shield, she can still be CR manipulated, so put some effectiveness on your Silk and shove that elf to the back of the line. Yeah, but if you soul burn using your S3, you don't want to use your S3, you use your S1, so you can double tap the free Rin and get double the pop damage. So that allows me to put Gab on her without having to waste the S3, which is a wasted move if you're going into free Rins. This team looks nasty. Let's kill it. She had no shields. Stop arguing with facts. Which? Blammo. Ow, stop it. Okay, so if the witch was ahead of my Charlotte, I probably would S3 to shove the witch back, and then I could S3 Charlotte to execute her, but this works out just fine. I can go ahead and S2 and maybe kill everything. Poof. I said poof. I was promised an earth-shattering kaboom. Screw it. Let's kill this. Course Flame. You only get the pop damage once. Here you get a pop damage from that, and then I got a pop damage from the follow-up attack, so I get double dip on it. Nasty. Can't do Harsetti, so ew. This is not pleasant. Guys, do we just cleave this one? Because I can see this going very, very bad, and I don't want to kill my win streak. Let's just cleave this one. Is there any evasion over here? There's no evasion over here, so that's fine. Anything good from Orbis? Yeah, we did all right. Okay, push you up. And then we push you up. You do this and we don't care. Sword escaping. This attack can't be countered, so there's no worry here. This one can be countered, but I've got immortality, so we don't care. CR push is scary, but my Aram is precision speed tuned, so that my strays can push back up to the front. I do the same thing, Joe. Cannot escape my sword. Part 2. So satisfying. Guys, when Vildred gets his buff, holy shit, that cleave's gonna fly off the handle. Oh, hey, a free Renok team. Here's the Sharklet build. It's this exclusive equipment. Give her an attack buff at the start. Just nuke things. I've got an extra summer photo, so maybe. Maybe. Right now my Vildred is on his own artifact, and it... The fuck is that doing on your face, Vildred? As I was saying, I've used this guy 5 times in RTA this season, and I never noticed he was wearing the devil. It's okay. It's okay. He got banned in all 5 of those fights, so it's fine. But I don't know. I mean, the extra penetration, dude. Holy shit. I mean, if Ilanov is out there, that's a problem. But if Ilanov's not out there, God's blood, that's good. And I don't think you run across that many Lady of the Scales where I would draft him in race, right? But maybe. We'll see. Could go either way on it. This one is free. Unless it is a super fast... super fast witch. Don't be a super fast witch. Rip 17 win streak. Once you get on the mid-emperor, you got to stop using this team when you see witch on there. Because that will get you. It wasn't even RNG either. I mean, it was very unlikely that it was RNG. It looks like this was built with intent to stop my team. So be aware. When you're playing up high, where people are building some freaking war crime level defenses, don't tempt fate by saying, oh, it's Renok, it's free, if Witch is on there. Just walk away, my friend, walk away. Tempted to hit it again to see if it's speed RNG, but 94 to 100, that's outside of speed RNG. It can't be speed RNG. Ah! Guess we're doing 4 more because I don't want to end it like this. That's right, kiss my ass. Wait a minute. Yeah, look at the speed difference between these two. It is 100% built with intent. What a jerk. Where do people usually share their builds with you? I just post a link to it. If you're on global, you can go stick it in. Ugh, not channel 4. Go stick it in channel 444 if you're on global. If you're not on global, you're just gonna have to like, you know, link, post it in your own Discord, and then link me the image that way. Hip's doing great, man. I did P90X today on a 4.5 week old hip. Superhuman was such a mistake. I maybe cooked a little too hard on that one, right? Doubling the 2 most important stats in the game might have pushed things a little bit too far. You might be on proof, so we hit you. Proof of valor. See, good call. We're going to eat an Elbrus here, though. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That can actually be a problem if a free Rin is involved. Luckily, no free Rin is involved. Oh, shit. I was out of buffs. I should have S3'd. Oh, shit. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We do have to kill this, though. That'll kill you. Let's finish the... Oh, I should have hit DN. That was crazy. It's okay. Everybody's dead. Right? Oh, my God. Everybody be dead. 155 health. She legit has 155 health left. Wild. Oh, no. Spells 2 debuffs. Here you go, Charlotte. Let's push. I'm not even pushing. I think I'm just killing. I think I'm just killing with this. Fire Charlotte, overlooked her buff. She needs Elbrus now or just counter set? I think speed Elbrus. I don't think you run her on counter set. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. If you go with the self-healing exclusive equipment, then you could go on counter set, and then you could be Heinz 57 with the artifact, right? You could go with Holy Sack. You could go with a damage boosting artifact. You could go with Elbrus if you really want to stack it up. Yeah. Yeah, Fire Charlotte's gonna be a nasty way to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, you could also put her on a Destro set and only run her with a Monarch. That would be disgusting. Although if you put her on counter set and Elbrus and run her with Monarch, it's like a 99.99% chance to counter. Here's the thing, right? You can't counter twice, so I'd be worried about her counter overriding the Monarch counter. I wonder whose would take precedence. That'll take some testing. If you plan to run her with Monarch, you could screw yourself over by putting her on counter set or Elbrus. Well, no, skills proc first, so Elbrus would be safe, but counter set, I don't know. We'll have to test that. This right here is why I like Ahmed over Zio. This can't kill anything because of skill null. She's dead. She's dead. She could counter me, though, and I don't want that. So let's shoot it down here. Don't want to give her any chance to heal up. One, two, three. Again. 4. Nice pop. Everybody say bye, Ahmed. You did good, Ahmed. Back of the line, you elf. I can tell you this, dual attacks that always go with the highest attack unit, that will override Sharklet's passive. So if you're in a weird situation, like you're that's something you do want to pay attention to as well, guys. When you have these two units on the team, you want to make sure that your Hecate has higher attack. I'm sorry, that your Charlotte has higher attack than your Hecate. 4008 versus 4,161. It's not easy, but you want it because her attack stats suck dick. But you want to make sure she has slightly higher attack than Hecate. And you might be like, well, why? She's on an EE that gives her an attack buff. She'll always have higher attack. Yeah, and then you S1 with your Ahmed, and Bellion goes off, and she strips the attack buff with her S1. And then when you S2 with your Wanderer Silk, she pulls Hecate instead of Charlotte, which messes things up. So in that rare situation where a Bellion counter can strip her attack buff because no ER, it's really nice to make sure she has slightly, even if it's just 1 point, you want to be attack tuned. We all talk about speed tuning. Well, this is the next step, attack tuning. You'll make sure that the attack is such an order that units who always dual attack with the highest attack unit pull Sharklet, because the higher attack being Hecate would override Sharklet's passive. Lock that helmet. Fine. oh, free Rin. It's a free Renok win. Ain't nobody outspeeding me this time. Get him. Ooh, this looks nasty. I've not tried this before. Triple Torrent Hwa. Mother of God. That's diabolical, man. I bet you it's like a truck. I'm not even sure how that compares to mine. I haven't looked at my Hwa in a long-ass time. I'll check her out in a minute. Let's see. You can counter me. You are very likely on proof, so let's hit you. Yep, Proof of Valor. Good call. Gotta chip that proof down. S2. Still got all my buffs. Into the Proof of Valor. There we go. And I think the next S1 should kill here, so let's... This is dodgy. It's the same as hitting Setsuka. We just kill it. Boom! And a little something something for you. Chop a chop. Blammo! And they all dead! It's crazy how versatile it is, right? You just got to think about things like who is likely wearing Proof of Valor, who is likely to counter me and do pop damage. Who, once you start looking for the red herrings and the things that can F you over, it's pretty heckin' stable. Let me see my Hwa. Whenever somebody shows me a build, I like comparing it to my build so I can be salty. Let's see what we got here. We got 38 by 273, 39 by 337. So you hit harder because triple torrent. I'm only, do you hit harder? I think you hit harder. And 3907 by 337. I've got one torrent set. Let me see. Let's leave everything else equal, right? Save. And then you are running... You're running 3809 by 273. So 3809 by 273, but you're running 3 torrent sets. It's really, really close. I hit ever so slightly harder than you, but it's fucking close. So we got about the same damage. About the same damage, but you are... You're about 10 speed faster, 12 speed faster. My only concern is at this health, would a counter or Elbrus from a 3F Bellion possibly kill you? Anything you could trade out for some health? Okay, legit, you might want to change the boots from defense to HP, since you can always go back and you're not going to lose any stats there. Definitely, is it changeable? If it's changeable, change the effectiveness to HP. And on the armor, change the... max that out to 14% HP. That might get you up around like 8k health, and I think that would be safer. Because that's my biggest concern, right? Is you accidentally proc a Bellion, and then Bellion's 50-50 chance to proc a second time hits, and you wind up eating double 3F, and she pops before she gets a chance to do her amazing shit. But it's a very nice build, man. Very nice build. But yeah, consider dropping the defense a little to run the HP up a little. I know it feels weird putting HP on torrent pieces, but the ones I suggested, you can always go back, right? You can change that back to 9 effectiveness. You could change that back to 9 defense. You could change this back to, well, this just gets better. This goes from 11 to 14. So you got wiggle room. Nothing else is worth changing, though. Solid build, man. ML Ludwig is 7.6k health and barely survives a Bellion 3F. It depends on the Bellion too, right? I mean, there's Bellions. And then there's Bellions. And then there's the villains out there with like 33k Bellions, and those things, the 3Fs on them are horrifying, especially now that this artifact is, or this set is in play, because this set does impact artifacts, so it makes this 3F hit even friggin' harder. And if this Bellion double strokes you with an S1, that Hwayoung don't stand a chance. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for today. I got like a shit ton of videos out of you guys today. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Is there anything else you'd like to see, do, or look at before we move on? Let's see who is streaming Epic 7 right now. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Byako is streaming. Hope Byako has me freaking muted because he's in the Discord room with me and I'm yapping up a storm while he is live. Hilarious. Okay, guys, Byako is climbing for legend and he has been going through it. Going through it. So, go over and wish him some luck. My Hecate build's built just for arenas. This is not a very good build for RTA. As Vic Chun would describe it, this build is buns. Like, this is actually a really, really good build if she had 100 more effectiveness. But hey, you know, my warfare and pursuit sets ain't all that. My average gear score is kind of mediocre. So, but yeah, she gets the job done, right? If you can build her to this level, you can take her into RTA. Just be careful about debuff and control units. You know how I am, though. I don't believe in effect resistance. I think it's I think effect resistance is a myth. It's a story that turn 2 players made to scare cleavers. And between you and me, I don't think it even exists. ML Bologna after patch still good for Boss Ancient? Boss Ancient. Oh, Ancient Inheritance? She should be, yeah. If anything, she's just better there. She'll have evasion. It'll be harder to kill her. What are those sets? So a warfare set so that she can instantly S3, and pursuit set so that her pop damage is more popish. Ignore ER on every unit. I know, right? People got riposte on Bologna. If there is one unit dead, I think counter set and riposte set are very, very similar. I think counter might even be slightly better. And once 2 units are dead, counter set is significantly better than riposte. But for the first few rounds, or if you can make sure all 4 of your units stay alive, riposte set is about 10% better chance to counter on her. So just depending on what you're going to do with her, be aware that if you're going to be into fights where units die, or if you're going to use her in Guild Wars, I think riposte set is shit on her if you plan to take her into Guild Wars. Though I don't recommend taking RNG units into Guild Wars. I will say the same thing about Bologna that I said about Setska. If you can build a riposte set on Setska, it is better. 5% better, but still better. There are other units who really, really need a riposte set. I think it would be way more important to have a riposte set Flan and a counter Setska than a riposte set Setska, and then you just are building your Flan on, like, you know, Destro or however you're building your Flan, right? You've got to decide. And also, if you've been playing this game since launch or for the past 3 or 4 years, you have had years and years to farm really, really good counter sets. So you want to build it both ways. Go grab your Setska and put the best damn riposte set money can buy on her and compare it. There we go. Compare it to the counter set and decide which is better. This is pretty damn similar, but it's taking from my Flan. If I could replace these pieces on my Flan, going up 800 attack and down 13, and you know, I can find the crit chance in here somewhere to mod it out, maybe, probably. You know, do what you will, but you got to decide, is it worth it? Like, if this build came up and it was it looked like so here we go. I'm losing 3,000 health. 300 attack, but 3,000 health and 200 defense. She's going to hit way less hard. Is this damage and bulk loss worth having 5% bigger chance to counter? I don't think it is. So you got to make that decision. If you've got a cracked riposte set, for sure, it is always going to be a little bit better. And I think Bologna is going to be a very similar situation. Is how many riposte sets do you have, and is it worth going into Rift, the only place where you can farm it now, and farming for a 25% chance for a riposte set to drop? It's going to be such a giant pain in the ass to get a riposte set on Bologna. If you can do it, for sure, it's going to be a little bit better. But if 1 or 2 units die on your team, counter set's just better, and counter set's much easier to farm. But you do you, man. It's going to be a hotly debated topic, and I think it just comes down to how good is your gear, and are you able to build it with the stat line that you want? I feel the same way about Bologna as I do about Setska with that. Hey, Mr. Valky, we were just getting ready to go over and say hello to Mr. Baka, who's going through it over there on his legend push. It's so rough, right? It's Ramadan. He can't even cuss properly right now. All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. We'll play a little bit more tomorrow. If you have any questions, join my Discord, !Discord. Make sure you give Biako a follow, and if you got some primes, drop those on him too. He's a good guy, and he is doing his best out there. I will catch you all tomorrow, and don't forget to be good, or at least be good at it. Take care, everybody.
Wow, that actually fucking landed.